The sun scorched the earth, crops withered, children cried from thirst, and then a single drumbeat. The chief raised his staff, chanted to the sky, and clouds began to gather. Was it power or faith? In Africa, they called them rainmakers, men and women who could summon life from the heavens. In ancient African societies, rain wasn't just weather, it was destiny. Without rain, kingdoms fell. With it, empires thrived. Those who could command it were not mere mortals. They were intermediaries between man and the divine, across the continent, from the Shona of Zimbabwe to the Dinka, Zulu, and Yoruba. Stories of rainmakers were passed down through generations. They were priests, queens, and healers. But sometimes, their power came with a price, the burden of nature's balance itself. Among the Shona people of Zimbabwe, one rainmaker stood above all, Devaguru, the lord of the pool. He was said to dwell in a sacred lake, sending rain to the righteous and drought to the proud. When the king angered the gods, Devaguru's priests would perform rituals, offerings of grain, song, and ancestral praise. It was believed that Devaguru controlled the clouds with whispers and hand gestures, and when he wept, it rained. In South Sudan, the Dinka rainmakers, known as Masters of the Sky, claimed descent from spirits of thunder. When the dry season stretched too long, people gathered at the shrine. They sacrificed cattle, smeared ash, and sang until lightning flickered. To them, thunder was a language of God, and rain, his mercy. Some legends even say the greatest rainmaker once challenged Nyalik himself, and was turned into a cloud for his pride. But perhaps the most famous of all was Queen Majadi, the legendary rain queen of the Balobedu people in South Africa. It is said she could summon rainfall through secret rituals known only to her lineage. European explorers wrote in awe of her, a woman whose power could decide harvests and famines. Each year, during the Great Rain Ceremony, she would pour sacred beer to the ancestors and lift her arms to the heavens. The skies would darken, and rain would fall. Her title still exists today, the Rain Queen of Limpopo, a living connection between myth and modern Africa. Rainmaking was not just magic, it was responsibility. If the rain didn't come, the people blamed the rainmaker. Some were banished. Others sacrificed themselves in rivers to restore balance. They lived between worship and fear, divine power trapped in human form. In many tribes, the rainmaker's tools, gourds, beads, and charms were buried with them, for their power was too sacred to pass on. Even today, rainmaking rituals still exist, from Nigeria to Botswana. Some call it superstition, others spirituality. But at its heart, it's about connection between people, land, and the unseen world. As climate change now threatens Africa's balance, these old stories remind us the earth is alive and we are still part of its rhythm. Maybe the true rainmakers were never about summoning clouds, but about teaching humanity to respect the sky